And then the next morning, I just could barely walk into the kitchen. Hi, I'm Susan Brannigan-Ramp, and I'm a retired educator. A few years ago in March, I remember I like to take walks. Every walk was getting a little more labored, and I remember thinking, I'm getting out of shape, like this is just ridiculous. Within maybe 3 more days, I remember getting out at the Quinte Mall where you're on the flats and just thinking even walking into a store is now labored. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to go on a stair climber or something because this shouldn't happen. And then I remember leaving painting class in Sterling one time thinking, I'm really getting out of breath. I came home and I told my husband that I should take a home COVID test because maybe it got me. And that turned out negative. And then the next morning, I just could barely walk into the kitchen and said, we've got to go to Belleville General right now. And they took me in really quickly. I remember thinking, I said to them, I think maybe it's COVID, our test didn't work or I didn't do it correctly. And they had a little machine right there that was doing an ultrasound on the spot of my chest. And you could see the lung was like collapsed. And they're like, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. But anyways, they ended up draining that night like 3 liters of fluid from my chest. Once they drained my chest, it was starting to get a little bit better, but they had to figure out why it would keep trying to come back. Very quickly, they told me I had stage 4 lung cancer, which is something you don't hear every day or expect to hear, especially I don't smoke. The hospital was amazing. Everyone from the nurses, the doctors. I ended up meeting the oncology people, Dr. Chubak. They gave me 1 dose of immunotherapy. Apparently it was connected right to the exact gene. So I was just blown away by the stuff they could tell from their science.
Hello, my name is Nagar Chubak. I'm one of the medical oncologists at Belleville General Hospital, and I treat lung cancers, GI cancers, and melanoma. Each year, more than 230,000 people are diagnosed with cancer in Canada, and that means that there's a lot of families that are affected by it, and almost everyone's lives is touched by it somehow or other. The most common cancers are lung cancer, colorectal cancer, and breast and prostate cancer. And each year more than 85,000 people die from cancer. However, a lot has changed in the last 10 to 15 years as well, and people are living with cancer a lot longer than they used to. And that means that our clinics have become a lot busier than they used to be in the past. Currently, we have 3 medical oncologists who work here full-time and treat all kinds of different cancers and allow our patients access to care closer to home. And our numbers have grown significantly to the point where we have just received approval for a 4th oncologist to join our team to help take care of our patients here in Belleville.
That's what all of the hospital services afford us, a chance at living and being with those we love and making a difference.